Quick give. It's Jackson. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Out wide left, it's Green. Makes a grab and room to run. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
What a weapon this guy is, right? The tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to bring down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
Enough to move the chains. Racing down the left side. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Washington.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Ballard, I mean, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now on this defense to tackle.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
They'll give him 3 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 7.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Under pressure. Fires and picked off. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. Hits inside, it's Jackson. Oh, he's got some space. The tag. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Huskies.
You know, sudden change situations are so interesting because oftentimes in that kind of instance, you get the ball back on a turnover and offenses are trying to take a shot looking for the home run touchdown. But that time, they just turned around and handed it off. It was a more conservative play call, David, but it gave them the same desired result.
Well, and it's kind of crazy. When you force that turnover, everybody goes bananas. The sideline's going nuts. You get a little bit of extra juice, and then they hand the football off, and everybody does their job. They capitalize on it. Momentum swings happen so fast in college football.
They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Wants to throw. It's Levin. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going to the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Makes the catch. It's Green. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
On third down, here's Brown. Smashes ahead. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And that is such great execution by this offense. Third down and 2. They know you're running the football, but they were physical. Great job creating a little bit of space. Not only do you get the first down, you chew up a bunch more yards too. Nice execution by this offense.
The Red Raiders kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Still looking. Gets rid of it. Left side, it's Johnson. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Extra point here will tie the game. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Got the first down. Turning it on. The 40. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. All the way. Touchdown, Washington. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. We're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. As we take a look at the stats, both teams putting up some numbers. If you like offense, this second quarter is probably going to be a game for you. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be tackled right at the 32, and a pretty good job on the return to set up his offense. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Here's Brown to begin the drive.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. It's Levin. Look out! Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And the third down pass is knocked away by the D.
And that's the play the defense finally needed, man. They were getting gashed early. First 2 drives, they gave up 2 touchdowns. They knew they had to be able to get off the field. Great job creating the incompletion there on third down, now setting up 4th.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. Snapped it, and he has to have it. They're all over him. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what...
Going deep. Makes a catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the final 53 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. On the run, it's Jackson. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
Yeah, and this offense is built behind this guy. I mean, a guy that you can hand the football to consistently and expect positive yards all day long, all game long. Now he's over 100 yards on the day.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Wow, how about the stop-start speed? That reminds you of Napoleon Kaufman or Bishop Sankey, Myles Gaskin, great Washington Husky running backs of years past that just made defenders look silly because of that stop-start ability. This dude has some wheels.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Moore fires to the right. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half.
And finally, their big play receiver gets in the stat column with his first catch of the game, and we're here late in the second quarter. You got to give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've done a nice job taking him away and limiting his damage. Let's see if they can keep it up, though, because when this guy...
Caught, and he's got room. And the Huskies with the 1st and 10. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Got it! They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly. More to the air again. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Gets a turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, if I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there, if I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
Looking to throw, it's Levin. Right side, it's Brown. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Brought down at the 20. It's a first down as this offense tries to get something going from deep in its own territory. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Gonna take a shot. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Going the other way, and he's got room.
And I love this defense being ready at the end of the half, playing the 2-minute situation beautifully, forcing the turnover here now, a chance to break this tie, get some points. Nice execution by this defense late in the first half.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You know, you're in the red zone, you bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting a run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He makes a grab, and he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Huskies. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Rush is on. Out wide right, it's Johnson. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
Man, how about the first half this guy's having? He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up a huge first down right here. On defense, you're going to have to find a way to control this guy. You're going to have to make some big-time adjustments at halftime.
Wants to throw one first. Going to take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And the defense finally stops him, right? He's had a heck of a day, and they're taking a shot down the field to him. And I think they've gone to their go-to guy because he's put up numbers, and he's been productive, and he's got that speed on the outside. Defense has definitely got him.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Got it down the field. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We are just about ready to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing more. Out wide left, it's Green. Oh, and he knocks it out of the way, and he's running free. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Moore to the air. Caught behind the line. It's Jackson. Breaks into the open. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. The defense set them up with a turnover, and now to try to cash it in. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Right side, it's Green. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up one on the play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They'll need a bunch on second down. They want to throw it. Here comes the heat. And he gets it away.
Well, that ball landed incomplete, but you saw the quarterback's speed, and you saw how big of an asset that is for this offense. There was a good pass rush, but he was easily able to avoid the defenders and at least give himself an opportunity to complete that throw.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the grab. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket. And good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB. Nowhere to go with the football.
Unloads to the wideout. Left side, it's Johnson. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Escapes the pressure to his right. Going to try to get it himself. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
On first down, it's Brown again. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The corners are walked up tight. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Sees an alley. There he goes. Inside the 50. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. We've reached a break. It's Washington holding the lead. And now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Handoff for Ball. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
That play call is going to force a lot of people to scratch their heads because you've got the lead late. Why aren't you just running the ball? When you throw, you risk having interceptions like that right there. That should have been picked.
Third and long right here. Making the adjustment on the play. Moore from the gun, trying to convert third down. Makes a catch. Plows through the defense. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Washington right back to the line.
And the nice thing about late in the football game, when you have the lead, you kind of know the defense will get aggressive. You might get some man coverage. They get it to their receiver out wide. I love the run after the catch. He's got such playmaking ability. That's a big first down for this offense.
Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12. The Huskies go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll move the wide receiver. Dante Moore wants to throw again. Fires to the wideout. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Man, is that the opportunity they needed. That is exactly what this defense needed. They need to swing momentum. They needed to get the ball back to their offense if they wanted to win this football game. Just such a huge missed opportunity.
Well, you got to think in his mind right now, ball security is at a premium, right? He's had a problem with that earlier in this game, but with the lead now late in the game, yards aren't as important as taking care of the football. I think he's doing a better job of that now late.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
After that incompletion on third and long, because of where they are in the field right now and this juncture of the game, I'm expecting them to go ahead, kick a field goal here, and make this a two-possession game.
And he got it! And that lead grows even bigger.
That's a big drive for this offense. In the fourth quarter, now to take a two-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stopped. Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. Down 2 scores in the fourth. The defense did its job to get the ball back, and now the offense has to make it pay off.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or hide. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Back to throw, it's Levin. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And he is finding wide open defenders all over